Hello friends, thank you again for joining me today in my channel to discuss diabetics. As you can see from the video today, I'm going to be talking about diabetic feet. That is the common language everybody understands when the doctor refer you as having a diabetic feet, once you're a diabetic patient. And the medical terms for diabetic feet is neuropathy. Neuropathy is when the nerves in your feet are all damaged. And when they are damaged, you'll be having there will be no feeling in your feet. You cannot even recognize when the temperature changes, whether it is hot or cold. All right, you feel like there's a burning sensation under your feet. Okay, then that means you have neuropathy, diabetic feet. Your nerves in your legs, in your feet have been damaged. Those are the complications that comes with uncontrolled sugar in your bloodstream. So that is why it's advisable that anytime that you have a high sugar in your bloodstream, try as much as you can to reduce it to the normal level, so that you can avoid these complications that comes with high blood sugar in your bloodstream. So looking at the picture, you see this is the consequences of uncontrolled sugar. You see, I've said this numerous times that anytime that you high sugar in your blood, you have to fight it to bring it down to normal, because the essence of having high sugar in your bloodstream is that the consequences are devastating. They are very potent to your organs in your body. And the last potency is death if you do not control your sugar at appropriate time, at regular times. Okay, so looking at that picture that I'm sharing with you guys today is the consequences of uncontrolled sugar in your bloodstream for a longer period of time. It damages the nerves in your legs. And again, as a diabetic patient, it is advisable to avoid any external wounds, sores, blisters in your body, in your feet. The reason being is that anytime that you have wounds in your bodies, especially in your feet, your white and red blood cells doesn't function properly as those ones that are not diabetic patients. Now, once you are a diabetic patient, your immune system tend to go low. It attacks your immune systems. Your immune systems are not in full defense of your body. So now every wound that you have in your body takes a longer period of time to heal if you have too much sugar in your bloodstream. But when you control your sugar level in your bloodstream to normal, your wounds heal properly at a shorter period of time. Now, when you have wounds or blisters or sores in your feet or any part of your body, and your sugar is uncontrolled, you will always high sugar level in your bloodstreams. The wounds in your body tends to take longer period to heal. And there are danger when your wounds stay for a longer period to heal, because you stand the chances of getting infection. And once you are infected in that wound, that picture you are seeing is the result of it. You start losing your limbs. You start losing your toes and your fingers, because now you've gotten infected. It cannot heal properly. Looking at that picture, you can see that 2 toes have been lost because the sugar content in that bloodstream is too much. It cannot heal properly. Okay, and once you start losing your limbs and toes or organs or part of your organs, you stand only one chance in order to survive, is to get amputated. I'll be sharing second picture for this. You see the amputation of the leg in order to save his life. Because if you don't, that's the only chance you have. You got to get amputated. Otherwise, you're going to lose your life. When it gets to this extent, starting from the losing of your toes, then the next thing is you have to lose some part of your body, get amputated, or get one of your hands chopped off in order to save your life. So it is advisable, don't allow it to get to this extent. That is why it is advisable to control your sugar at all times. You have to know the numbers. You have to know what you consume. You have to know your carbs. Start counting your carbs. You have to know what goes into your mouth. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to change your diet. Right from the moment your family doctor say you're a diabetic patient, your lifestyle changes. You don't live as in the past. You consume anything that comes your way. No. There are things you have to sacrifice for good in order to save your life. So the picture you are seeing today is the complication of diabetic feet. Once you have too much sugar in your bloodstream, then you start losing your limbs, your toes. Because the essence of high sugar in your bloodstream is that it destroys every organ that is on its way. And once every organ is destroyed, the only thing that remains now is death. And to avoid this, you have to control your sugar very well once you're a diabetic patient. It is our prayer that our parents should die before their children, not the children to die before their parents. So in order to avoid all these consequences, you have to take your treatment very serious. You have to listen to your physician, you have to listen to your dietitian. These are the best candidates in your life to map out a plan on how to treat your sugar level if you're a diabetic patient. So friends, watching this picture touches me because actually this picture, I got it recently. It's a family member of mine. We are from the same family that recently get amputated due to diabetic complications. And after all discussions, after all talks, we have to advise him the only alternative you have in order to save your life is to get amputated. So that's the only chance you have. Then every time you're losing one toe, two toe, in order to save you all those agony and expensive of medical treatment, you have to lose one of your leg. So recently he got amputated, and then I got the picture recently, and I said, okay, I'm going to share it to let you guys know that the consequences of being a diabetic patient, the price to pay is high if you do not control your sugar level in your bloodstream. So friends, looking at this picture, I think this explains itself that it is important that you take your treatment very seriously. Okay, and if you're not a diabetic patient, please reduce your sugar intake. It is now that you have to start changing your lifestyle to make sure it doesn't get to that extent. Too much sugar in your body system is dangerous. So if you're not a diabetic patient, I would advise you now to start looking at your diet. Stop consuming anything that contains sugar. Limit your consumption of anything that is sugary. It is very important. Okay, it is very important. Looking at this picture, to take protections now. Preventive measures is very important. This is the best time if you're not a diabetic patient to take a preventive measure to make sure that you don't get to this extent of being diagnosed as a diabetic patient. So once again, friends, I thank you for being with me today, and please kindly subscribe to my channel. Talk to your friends to subscribe to my channel, share and like, comment, and let me read your comment and I will respond in due time. Once again, I thank you for watching my channel, and stay tuned for the second part of this video, the amputation. Alright, I'll be sharing the second video of the amputation of the leg. Okay, I thank you guys and stay blessed.